I guess we'll see.
All right. Wait, is your first time here? No? I just recognized you. Okay. Well, good to see you. Woo! Woo! What's up, people? How we doing? The fuck? Oh shit. 2 minutes in, I already broke something. Get him out of here. What's up, guys? So I grew up sheltered, which means I found out about sex later. You know, one day this kid that was friends with the public school kids, he came over to us and he's like, guys, this girl, she just showed me her pussy. And I was like, what, was it a stray? I don't know. I did find out about sex a little bit later. I found out about sex from porn. Anybody else? All right, take it easy, guys. I don't know. Porn used to. Remember the first time you jerked off to porn? How amazing it was. You know what I mean? The first time I jerked off to porn, I was like, that's it. No more books. You know what I mean? Now I just jerk off just to like procrastinate on my responsibilities. You know? I just like sadly pull up my pants and I'm like, I guess I gotta empty the dishwasher now. I don't know. I did eventually actually meet a real pussy. I had a girlfriend. You know, in high school. You guys are like 90% of the audience. I guess I should just fucking do the whole thing. No, I was cheated on in high school. You know, yeah, let's go, I guess. Getting cheated on in high school sucks, you know? Because, like, she tells you, she's like, I cheated on you, and you're like, fuck, I still gotta go to school on Monday. Gotta do, like, a group project with popsicle sticks. Crazy story, I actually sat across from the person she cheated on me with on Monday morning. I just had to stare this massive lesbian in the eyes. I don't know. Had to do a presentation on why Romeo and Juliet didn't work out. Got up there, I was like, Juliet, was that what's up, bitch? All right, let's take it easy. I know, it's aggressive. I don't know. I'm Spanish and Mexican, which is nice. This is nice. This is the product of imperialism. What do you think, huh? The product of suffering? I don't know. My mother is Spanish. She would do this thing. She would only respond to me if I spoke to her in Spanish to try to teach me Spanish. You know, so I would say stuff in English, and finally I had to say it 6 times. I was like, and then she finally turned around. I was like, agua. It was a terrible joke, but whatever. Real thirsty, mama. You know what I mean? You know? I don't know. She has a lot of pride in her country. Spanish people have a lot of pride, you know, because they were once on top, and now they're not. You know? But they kept the pride. They still think they're the shit. Me and my mom were having an argument. She tried to convince me that Spain was the best country in the world. She goes, Alvaro, you don't understand. Spain invented the mop. I was like, that's it? She's like, no, they also invented the broom. I'm like, you're really sticking to one fucking thing here. That doesn't work. My dad is an old guy. My dad had me at 57. He had 6 daughters before me, and then he had me. Which begs the question, did he even want to have sex at that point? You know? I don't think he did. I think he just really wanted a male heir. You know, someone to inherit his 94 Corolla. He's like, my son, he has to take the reins of the kingdom. You know? It's weird. I don't know. Yeah, my dad is old. My dad is 83 years old. Yeah, having a dad that's that old is kind of interesting, you know? Because, like, people look at you. They stare at you. Like, I went to a liquor store with my dad. Everyone in the store stops and they look at you like, is that your liability right there? You know? My dad put a drink on the counter and the cashier looked at me for approval. Which is crazy. It's like, he was like, is he allowed to be having peppermint schnapps? Oh my God, I hope so. He's a doomsdayer. He's a doomsday prepper. Get this, that never prepares. He just doomsdays. You can do that? I didn't even know you could do that, you know? He doesn't prepare, he just ruins my day, you know? Like, I told him about a girl that I liked, and he told me that I should enjoy it while it lasts. you know? I'm like, Dad, I think this girl's the one. He's like, people are gonna be on the streets soon. I'm like, but I love her. And he's like, but people are gonna be at each other's throats for a glass of water soon. So savor it, son. I'm like, just pass the salt. I'm begging you. I've never. How much time I don't want to go over? Do I have a? All right. I'll try something. A quick story. I have never sent a nude to a romantic partner. Oh no. Yeah. I have sent one to a scammer though. You know, which is less fun than like the girl of your dreams. You know, it's a dude. You're like, oh my god. I got tricked into sending a picture of my penis to a scammer over Snapchat. You know, yeah. It's tough though. It's weird because you send the nude and then they call you and then you pick up and you're like, wait a second, they kind of have a weird accent, you know? Like his accent could have been anything from like Sudan to like maybe South Sudan. You know, it's tough to peg those. But he told me, he was like, if you don't give me $500, I'm gonna put this in a group chat with all your Instagram followers and I'm gonna send it. You know? And I didn't give him the money, I did the opposite. I told him that I deserved the consequences of my penis going out into the world. And he could tell I wasn't bluffing because he started to reason with me. He's like, come on, we don't have to do this, just give me the money, you're crazy. And I was like, I'm willing to face this head on. But he wasn't bluffing, he sent it out immediately. Yeah, and I had to get ahead of it. I had to like post on my story to like warn people. I was like, hey guys, watch out. In about 5 minutes, there's gonna be a really massive penis headed your way. Just thought I'd let you know, you know what I mean? That's the thing about doing that, it actually backfires, you know? Because when you do that, you actually boost the viewership. You know? People don't check news from random accounts unless your friend is posting on his story being like, guys, don't look, it's my penis. They're like, how did you find out about Alvaro's nudes? He's like, well, he told us not to look, so I thought I'd fucking take a gander, you know what I mean? But here's the lesson. The lesson is don't send nudes. Keep them close. Hold them. Make him wait for it. Because then you get a friend. You know what I mean? You get home in the middle of the night, you get a text, it's like, what are you wearing? I'm like, oh my god, thank you for caring about me, Kennedy. I appreciate it so much. All right, I'll do one last joke. I'll get out of here. They say there's this common phrase that you can't hold a horse's head underwater for 30 seconds and vigorously push it down. You guys know that phrase? All right, that was a terrible joke. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Something similar happened to someone I knew once, but like, he was young, gay, fine as hell, didn't have a lot of Instagram followers, so he was just kind of like, okay, sure, and